everyone, and welcome to the SALT Employee Benefits Podcast. I'm your host, and my name is Bianca Moyo, the Senior Communications Manager. Once again, thank you for joining me.
Hi.
Great. So, Nes, others say apparently if they do not withdraw their money from the savings pot, the fund administrators as well as the retirement funds will take that money if not used. Is that true?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The money is safe with the retirement fund. So the savings pot, like we said, will get seed capital allocated to it. And every month, 1/3 of the net contributions, meaning the contributions after deductions, will be allocated to that savings pot. So remember, we spoke about a member portal or an online tool. Every month, members can go in there and check how their savings pot has accumulated. It's not a if you don't use it, you lose it type of vibe. That money continues to grow every month when you contribute to the savings pot.
So for instance, a member decides to be disciplined in 2024, they don't have any emergency, and their savings pot keeps growing. Then boom, in 2029, there is an emergency, and there is, I know you spoke about the 30,000 maximum at the moment, and then maybe in 2029, they have over 100,000.
Yes.
Are they allowed to cash out that full 100,000, or they still must stick to the 30,000 limit? How does that work?
Okay, so let's clarify.
This is now 2029.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's clarify first the 30,000. The 30,000 is not a maximum for withdrawal. It's a maximum for seed capital, meaning the maximum amount we can take from vested and or non-vested pots is limited to 30,000. So we can only put 30,000 into the savings pot. That doesn't mean you can only withdraw 30,000 from the savings pot. So if we go with your example, in 2029, the person has 100,000 in their savings pot. They are able to take 100% of the money in the savings pot out at any point in time.
Great. It's great that you emphasize that, because a lot of members are under the impression that the minimum is 2,000 and the maximum is 30,000. I think those two amounts have been communicated more and more.
Yes,
and
they're creating confusion.
Yes, they're just assuming the cap in terms of the money that you can withdraw in any financial year is 30,000. And I'm glad you just clarified that it's only the seed and capital cap, but it's not the withdrawal per se.
Correct. For withdrawals, just to emphasize the point, for withdrawals, there is a minimum amount, not a maximum amount. The minimum amount for withdrawals from the savings pot is 2,000 Rand. The maximum, there is none for withdrawals from the savings pot. You can take whatever is in the pot.
Okay, great. So this member in 2029, they have 150,000 or they have 100,000. Are they able to go back and withdraw as many times as they want in that financial year from the same pot, or is it restricted?
One withdrawal per tax year. Sorry, I'm fighting with your mic. One withdrawal per tax year.
Yep.
So tax years run from the 1st of March to the 28th of February annually. So if they've withdrawn during that period, they'll need to wait for the next tax year to kick in. Am I making sense? So they can withdraw every year, but only once in a tax year. And a tax year, like I said, runs from February to March.
March, yes.
And they can withdraw the whole amount in that tax year. But let's use your example. Let's say the member has 150,000 and they decide they're taking 50,000 for their emergency. That other 100,000 will remain in the savings pot, not accessible. It will get investment return and it will get new contributions if they're contributing as a member. In the next tax year, they will then be able to withdraw. They won't be able to access that money. So when they do a withdrawal from the savings pot, they've got to make sure that the amount that they are withdrawing is what they need for that emergency in that year, because they won't be able to access it again within that tax year.
Great. It's been such a pleasure chatting to you, and it's been a very much valuable and informative session with you. I hope to chat to you soon. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me, Bianca.